Scorpios, you are actually, this is very interesting. The first 10 degrees, what had to do with faith with yourself. So I have a lot of Scorpio friends, and they sort of had to throw up like what they're really afraid of. And I say throw up because you've been so good at stuffing it down. Scorpios rule boundaries. They can keep things from going one place to another, including keeping intel from themselves. So they can literally keep themselves from seeing the truth. So that was a breakdown. Like, here's your truth. The universe is just like saying, don't deny anymore. But now that you know your truth about yourself, and you know whether or not you're really going to go to hell, or whether or not you're really in trouble with God, now you start to explore in the second decade of like, okay, so what else you got for me, God? Like, what else is there? What other connections can I create? So you'll be developing your psychic ability and your spirituality this week. And I'm hoping that by the end of the week, Scorpios and Scorpio risings have found some sort of new trick or new voice inside of them to, do tricks, right? Do these spiritual tricks on stage. Now, the Earth in Aries says that you have to really be conscious now of your daily life and work. You've got to manifest a life that doesn't take you out of bounds. You got to manifest a health regimen that doesn't overrun you, overwork you. You got to, work with people that are healthy and they're together. They're not pulling you out of your comfort zone. And with Chiron there at 21, I know you thought life would be hell, but you're wrong. It's not going to be. That's not the outcome. You were projecting the old life onto the new life. So good news is we know how the test turns out. Everyone passes, but you've got to try for you to be able to pass, basically. And then Capricorn for you and 29 Pluto ultimately has to do with your attitude and your thinking. So you have let your mind get carried away. You've let your feelings carry your mind away. You've let your feelings fuel the fire of your mind, and then your mind overcompensates and overdominates. And so God has had enough. If you can't keep your feelings in check in your head, it's going to get you in trouble somehow. It's going to disappoint someone. It's going to reveal something. You're going to say something that goes too far, and boom, you're going to have yourself a big fire to deal with. So it's your planet, Pluto. You know full well the consequences of not listening to Pluto. If you were alive in the 80s, I wouldn't mess with it. I would actually listen and keep your emotional tone in your mind to a calm.
It's serious.